Good morning, folks. It's 5:08 on May 29th. No. Yeah, May 29th. It's day 57. It's 33.8 degrees. And I'm waking up at 11,700 feet above the planet Earth's oceans. All right, good morning, folks. 6:30, excuse me, is that right? 6:24, that's what I thought, and 35 degrees even. Just waking up, just breaking camp. Well, not just waking up, just breaking camp, I guess. Midnight is just a little bit out of here ahead of me. I think we camped too close. I tried to set an alarm and be here this morning, but man, gotta wake up pretty early in the morning, I guess. Yeah, last night was pretty comfortable. These willows did a pretty good job kind of protecting us from the weather, well, from the wind. But I think more than anything, this topography had something to do with it. As you can probably tell by virtue of the fact that it's morning, that direction over there is east. And since getting on trail, the prevailing winds have tended to be a southwest wind. Which is to say coming from, let's see, that way. Bit of a natural barrier between us and the source of that wind, so topography helped quite a bit. Willows probably helped quite a bit as well. And yeah, I think this is my trail. Let me double check. I don't think so. Alright, well, anyways, last night was a good night. Slept pretty good. Didn't sleep very long. Yesterday's video, man, I'll tell you, I know someone a while ago had requested more sort of like shots and information about what I'm eating and food and cooking and stuff like that. So that's what that ramen was all about yesterday. But man, like, those videos just take a ton of extra time to chop down and edit. Basically what I end up doing is shooting like one big 40-minute video of just me cooking and eating, and then snip out the vast majority of it so that it's not just excruciating to watch. Hopefully it wasn't that excruciating to watch as it was. But yeah, so I wound up just setting myself a hard bedtime of 9:45, 9:45, so I didn't even really finish editing the video from yesterday, but I'll get there. That's fine. Anyways, about the trail, I think Midnight mentioned today that we're going to be running into the Colorado Trail today, which would be kind of neat. And Midnight is holding out hope that running into the Colorado Trail will mean better trail conditions as well. So you can see I'm just walking down pretty much a river, right? Well, I shouldn't overstate it, but I mean, most of that water is like an inch or two deep, and that's the trail. So when people speak of difficult trail conditions, there's no shortage of the number of things to which they could be referring. But indeed, just walking in an inch or two of running water is kind of par for the course at this point. But that's what I get for hoping that all of the snow in the San Juans would melt. Oh man, silly me. There was an anecdote I'll share with you, and then I'll snap off. I did a year in Australia for college, just outside Sydney at Macquarie University on an exchange program, and in Australia, for those of you who don't know, they imported sugarcane as a crop, as an agricultural crop, and those sugar canes brought cane toads, and those cane beetles, which were just decimating the crop, and there was nothing that the Australians could do about it, so they imported the cane toad, this big ugly toad, and the cane toads definitely helped take care of the cane beetle problem, but then led to 1,000 problems of their own, in like just devastating native other insects, and I think even other animals. I think they eat like not only insects, but anyways, I forget exactly why I brought that up. Had something to do with frequently enough, oh, that's what it was, because I was hoping for the snow to melt in the San Juans, and now that just led to another problem of all this water and mud every place. So sometimes the things you're hoping for can lead to unexpected, if broadly predictable outcomes. Oh my goodness. Look at this trail. There's my trail, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Welcome back to the Gila, Colorado edition. Oh, goodness.
It's 2:05, 45.2 degrees. Just finished up lunch. Midnight just took off, probably about 10 minutes here ahead of me. I took some time to put away my solar panel. I put on my rain pants. I took out my my blue sort of whatever they are, whatever blue like waterproof gloves, and my possum down gloves, because it looks for all the world like there's going to be some of that weather moving in. Midnight took off with her solar panels still out, so you know, I mean, she's more familiar with these mountains than I am, that's for sure, but I just couldn't bring myself to like pack everything up and start hiking when I had a golden opportunity there to sort of like take a minute and prepare myself now while I was stopped. So that's what we did. That's what I did. Midnight took off. Not sure how much further we're gonna go to get A today. Looks like there's potential for camping in like 3.3 miles. And then the next potential for camping after that is in like 5.5 miles after that. So we could either do like 3.3 miles at 2 o'clock, or we could do like 9 miles at 2 o'clock. Whew. Decisions. Well, looks for all the world like weather might have one thing or another, excuse me, to say. Might have one thing or another to say about whatever plan we wind up going with. But you know, good Lord willing, I should have the gear and everything to keep myself safe. And I probably won't say comfortable, but keep myself safe anyways. All right, so that's gonna be it for this check-in. I'm gonna try and crank in some more miles, you know, while it's good. But the wind's picking up and it is a cold wind. My goodness, that's a cold wind. All right, well, we're gonna hike on. What a absolutely remarkable day it has been. And you know, well, I'd rather not pay the cost for a wonderful morning this afternoon. I'm thankful for a wonderful morning, so that's it. All right, I'll talk to you later. Good evening, folks. 6:25, 31.1 degrees. Made it to home for the night. Check out the view. The weather is pretty cold and miserable at the moment. As I said, 31.1 degrees, so all the precipitation that falls is kind of running the gamut right now, from like kind of really wet stuff to this old-fashioned snow to a whole new thing that Midnight's put me hip to called grapple. Mostly grapple is what we're dealing with. But yeah, so there is over here at the Carson Saddle Trailhead this amazingly luxurious abandoned old mining shack, and we've decided to move in. So not very spacious, but my tent, Midnight's tent, should be great. I'm super excited about it. But whatever. What I am excited about is that today was a super awesome day, super beautiful views. If a little challenging here towards the end with the weather. And we're also just a touch under 17 miles away from Spring Creek Pass, I think.
Yep. And that's gonna be the spot where we jump off and like take a hot shower and eat a burger, maybe get a beverage or two. But that's tomorrow business. Yeah, today was a good day. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Super excited about the views. Really excited that we decided to kind of wedge the San Juans into our hike after all. But really, that's about all I got, and I am freezing and I'm hungry, and I got to eat and get into my sleeping bag and out of these wet shoes. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.